taking the fall, facing demons, fire and all. Tying a cord to the moon in the sky, taking the punch of a tragic goodbye. Walking the spaces, rounding the board, paying prices I can't afford. I'll move my queen to help her win. Take her hand and let her in. She can find another name. 'Cause in the end, it's all a game. Making a move to find myself. Gamble hard for love or wealth. Take no prisoners at all. In my kingdom over the wall. Playing hard, no time for fear. Secret words I know you'll hear. Find my place, I'm reaching high. For a mantle I'll never buy. I'll move my queen to help her win. Take her hand and let her in. She can find another name. 'Cause in the end, it's all a game. I'll move my queen to help her win. Take her hand and let her in. She can find another name. 'Cause in the end, it's all a game.
Rebeka Rain grew up in Cairns but moved to Victoria to pursue a career in thoroughbred racing. She was a jockey, then moved on to ride training work for the major stables in the country. She took horses overseas to represent Australia in Japan and Hong Kong. And she is now here sitting in front of me in the studio. And that is a track we just heard from Rebeka's new CD, I Am Rain. What a great title. And All a Game was the name of that track. Welcome, Rebeka.
Hi, Irene. Welcome home.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's lovely to have you here sitting in front of me and
Thank
have your
you.
lovely smiling face. My sore throat is healing just looking at you.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm so pleased.
So anyway, we've just mentioned that intro, which is the last thing people would expect, I think, after hearing your beautiful voice. But there was a transition, and so tell us about the transition.
Well, a huge career change happened for me, unfortunately, through tragedy, which was my son taking his own life. He was 20 years old and one of the leading apprentice jockeys in Victoria and in the Institute of Sport and right up there, but for some unknown reason, it happened. It prompted in me, I couldn't go on with what I was doing. It was too difficult. And I began writing songs, and as everybody knows who would be listening to this now, music is the best healer in the world. Yeah, so writing songs and recording them became my life, and I'm so privileged to be able to make it my career.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I didn't know. I didn't realise that your son was in the same industry.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
so we worked together and we were very, very close.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But,
really tough.
he's pushing me hard into this career. So
had you picked up a guitar previously?
It was a decision when I left school that I had to sort of make music or horses. I had a passion in both. I ended up choosing horses. It was, more exciting at the time.
Right.
So music was something that I've always loved, and I've done, I've dabbled in, but had never done it professionally. So now's the time.
All right. Well, no, we just played the first track from the CD called "All a Game." So
Yes.
you might want to just tell us a little bit about that song.
Well, All a Game I actually wrote about myself, and it was really about that whole transition time of maybe learning not to take it all so, not seriously, that's probably the wrong word, but
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Just sort of go with the flow a bit, and things happen and you have to get through them, and you have to keep going. So
they certainly have happened. You have been working with the most amazing people.
I am so lucky. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Yes.
So tell us about that. First off, with the writing of the songs and recording them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, I found my way somehow into Melpro Recording Studio, and it's the best thing I could have ever done. The support, the help, the level of professionalism in there is just beyond,
beyond words.
Beyond words.
Yeah.
And I wrote another album. This is my second album with Mick Evans, who is the director there, and Mick Evans and Les Hall from the Ted Mullery Gang. And then this album here, we also collaborated with John Fiddler from Medicine Head and Box of Frogs and Yardbirds. And we do a duet on this, and John also plays guitar and all the backing vocals on the album. So, how unbelievable is that?
I know. You must wake up every morning and think, is this a dream or what?
That's it. And also Duncan Mackay from 10cc and Cockney Rebel also helped co-write. John also co-writing. And on one of the songs, Max T. Barnes from Nashville came in, and we wrote a song together and recorded it as a duet. And
well, of course, I've had a John Fiddler and Mick Evans sitting in that chair. John was sitting right where you're sitting now, and performed a couple of songs. That was incredibly special.
I heard that show. Yes,
yeah, that was incredibly special. And we had a bit of a chat to Mick. We've still got to get Mick in here to play something one day too, and have a bit of a chat. But anyway,
we'll come in and do some live stuff when John gets here.
Oh, that will be very, very special indeed.
That would be awesome.
When are you expecting him to come
He's coming out later in the year, because we're all playing the Rock the Country Blue Festival in October.
Long weekend or something in October.
So I'm not sure how long before that he'll arrive, but hopefully we can get him to hang around for a while.
Yes.
Because we've got a gig lined up in Tamworth in January, which we hope to include him and some of the other names on the album. So
wow, that's great.
Exciting things to come.
So now, what is your aim in life now?
My aim in life is several things. To be happy is one, and to make other people happy, or try. Yeah, just spreading the message that it's follow your dreams and try not to get too weighed under by everything that happens in our lives. And it's just so important to live. Yeah.
Well, you're a great ambassador for what you believe in, and that smile of yours would melt anyone's heart. All right, well, we're going to play another track from the CD now, and this is track 3, so tell us about that.
Okay, track 3 is called Never Gonna Land, and it's all about being brave enough to just fly. Yeah, and just don't give in to fear, and just let go and give it all you've got.
I've been doing a bit of flying myself just lately.
You have, yes.
Finally had my 10th flight home yesterday, so I'm still a bit jet-lagged and disorganised, and
I bet you are.
But you know, all right. Well, let's play track 3. Never Gonna Land.
Telling me the things I want to hear. Hold the line, I'm facing up to everything I feel. The day is laughing at the crazy things we do. Brush away the madness, make it all for me and you. I'll speak my mind and hope you're hearing all you want to hear. Hold the line so you're facing everything you feel. The night is breathing the deepest of its soul. Rise above the earth and we can watch it shine below. And we'll fly, never gonna land. Keep aiming for the place you want to go. Day is laughing, the night is breathing too. Rise above the earth and watch it shine for me and you. And we'll fly, never gonna land. This is Rebeka Rain, and you are rocking with Irene B on Rockin' Blues Down Under, Cairns FM 89.1.
405-35891 will be the number to call when we play the next track. But we've got a little bit of chatting to do first. So now you've got some things that you wanted to mention.
Yes, we're getting some really good feedback from the album. Peter Anthony, who is with Radio Caroline, and he does a show in the UK, called Q-Burn, which goes to 26 countries, and he's doing a couple of promo hours on the album shortly.
That's great.
So that's going to go all over Europe and Africa. Johannesburg is a big listening audience there, yes. And also a radio station in Northern California called KFUG, and they've taken the album on too, so that's stuff. Really good. And a record label owner in Nashville contacted us about doing another mix of You Should Try Living Too, the song that we co-wrote with Max T. Barnes, and it's a duet with Max also. And he's going to put some steel guitar on it and mix it again for the really, really country market in Nashville.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah.
So it's so exciting.
I'm so glad that everything is going along so well for you, because you really deserve it.
Thank you,
But
Irene.
certainly, I know it would have been very unexpected for you, but we'll say goodbye now.
Okay,
And
thank you so much for having me on the show.
I'm really pleased to have you here.
Thank you.